Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Your hosts are here, and we are continuing the fifth investigation of Danganronpa.
Yay!
That's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir.
Fenrir.
Fenrir? 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 Fine rear, that's how you pronounce it. Fine rear. You mean the mercenary group that Makura was part of. But how are we supposed to find out about that? It wasn't that funny.
She is dead. She's out.
It was funny for me, okay?
Isn't it obvious? When in school would you go to do research on something?
Research. No, why did you turn the... Can you hear that?
What?
Can you hear that in the background?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry.
What general public, though? They're the only ones there.
Let them believe.
I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here.
The archive licked the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back.
Ah, here we go.
He quickly returned with a file in his hand. Anything else we can check here before we talk to him? I guess not.
No, you need to talk to Byakuya. Stop ignoring him.
I want to, though.
I do too.
Take a look
Same.
at this.
I have no idea what it says. What language is this?
How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French?
Is this
I
Keenan?
know, right? I wrote it.
I'm pretty
You
sure
okay?
most high schoolers can't speak French. Yeah. Just once again, the second we start recording, everyone's making so much noise.
It's Patty.
It was like dead silence up until now.
Well, whatever. I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over.
100 times. Isn't that kind of extreme?
Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
Boom.
What is it?
This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality.
Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting.
Maybe I could just stop.
Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir.
Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right?
That's right. It said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
How do you know this, Byakuya?
Because he has ones on his butt.
A fine rear.
Exactly. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir. Could that mean
Anime gasp.
Oh gosh. Okay, I guess we're starting the trial.
Really?
Yeah. I can't even remember everything I said when I just poured my stream of thoughts to you guys.
What? Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us. Organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. Already? Dang.
Oof.
Dang.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Okay, I'm trying to look back through the log so I can just spout some of the things that I wrote to you about. So we have our line group, and I just gave my little thoughts. I wouldn't even count them as theories or just things that popped into my head, and I'm gonna just try and read some of them. Okay, random thoughts about the case. The corpse I'm completely convinced is a robot. 1. Where the hell was the bomb? We are led to believe it's like the cherry bomb we found in Monokuma, so where could it have been for us to not notice it? Only inside the body. Even if it was something smaller than that, we still should have been able to notice some indentation underneath the lab coat. And if it was located inside the mask, which is a possibility since it only went off when Genocide Jill tried to take it off, only the head should have caught fire. 2. The knife did not have any blood on it, which it should have had if it was lodged inside the person. So that makes me feel like the blood was put on them and then the knife lodged inside. And if they aren't human, that explains why there was no blood on the knife blade. Also, maybe the game just didn't want to get this gruesome, but if it had been an actual human that exploded, there would have been organs and flesh sent flying around, Kanetsu said, and a blood spatter. I think the robot must have been a replica made of Junko because of the nails. I remember I always loved her design, but the nails completely ruined it. I never checked on this. I kept meaning to check on some of the old videos, but I think the boots were different than what Junko wore. I went ahead and pointed out the weird tattoo of the wolf, which goes with Rinra. And so that makes me pretty sure that it's not Kyoko. Even though I said that I'm pretty sure Kyoko's gonna die, there is just really no evidence that it's her. And the game's really trying to push the idea that it's her, which just makes me feel even less so that it is. But I also don't think it's Mukuro because she's been built up a lot, like a whole lot, and I don't think they would just kill her off without at least letting us see what she looks like. Let's see what else. I mentioned that I thought it was a robot of Junko because of the nails, and so it's possible that the robot was built by Fanor itself, and they wanted to mark their construction. Though it makes me worried, there might now be robots of everyone who has died. I mentioned that Adro's theory is possible, which is one he mentioned around the time that we found the second photograph. He suggested that maybe everyone was a robot and the photos were of real people leading a happy, normal life somewhere else. I don't think that's what's going on, but right now it has more validity than it did before. And let me just skip some stuff that was just idle chatter. Well, I guess the only other thing other than that that I feel like this trial is just going to be sort of a setup towards something else that is gonna happen in the sixth case. What that might be, I have no idea. The biggest mystery of all is how the hell is the chicken involved?
Right. I forgot about the chicken.
Aw, I forgot about them.
Then the time has come.
All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
It would seem that way. Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Oh yeah, and even though Monokuma's not really a trustworthy source, he did mention that Kyoko has scars, and the body we saw had no scars on the hand. So that's just something to keep in mind. Since he mentioned it during this chapter, I feel like that's gonna become relevant in some way during the trial.
Wow, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Are you friends now?
No.
Best friends.
No!
Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word.
We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point?
I heard that already too.
That's why I was like, let's go.
What, are you jealous?
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second.
Any second. Jesus Christ. 4 people. He could show up at any time.
Fight cutting yourself.
Makoto doesn't count. He's not a people.
He's not a people.
When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Awkward.
Ooh, what's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Maybe he died again?
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... Or what?
Jesus!
No, did I scare you?
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait!
Oh, sorry, my bad. Uh-huh.
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here.
When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. Ah!
Oh, she's not dead.
She's here.
What you been
I'm
Kyoko?
here. And no rule's been broken. I've been doing whatever I want, Makoto. It's none of your business.
Kyoko! Kyoko!
She like takes a step back while he's like trying to grab her legs.
Exactly.
Kyoko, you're still alive?
No, that's a ghost.
Kuko!
Stop talking.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
Fun.
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Come on, Byakuya, jeez.
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate?
She's right.
Am I wrong?
Of
Of course you're not, you're Kyoko.
You're so selfish. So spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially. But I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of ya.
When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko.
Kyoko!
Kyoko!
So you really didn't die? Well, I mean, I'm here. Of course I didn't die. Thank God! I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us.
Uh-huh. What kind of bullshit are you gonna spout now, Byakuya?
Making us even more late.
Mm-hmm.
He's right. Now we gotta deal with a ghost. I told you, stop talking.
Come on, let's go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial.
Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator.
He's still salty about those stars.
I wish Kyoko had died so I could get my stars back.
Oh. Good call. Who knows what may happen to us if we take too long?
I'll be happy when this trial is all over.
One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started.
Makoto, this is not the time to confess.
Let me do what I want. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
The second floor?
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered.
Then, when did you find out?
Just now, I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I?
So that's why you were late.
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting.
But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
What?
OP key.
Skeleton key.
Oh, yeah, that's the name.
I like OP key better.
Yay. Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma! We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to...
What? Are you okay?
Yeah.
So what happened? Oh, okay, my sister was laughing too, so
Yeah.
I figured something.
Okay. Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation. She says as she bursts out laughing. Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me.
For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
Well, if that's all.
Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right?
Go, Makoto.
Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the doors slide shut.
Damn.
This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again.
That's a creepy elevator.
I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Jesus Christ!
This is an ugly room.
A very ugly room.
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show!
And so I'm skipping this stupid bullshit.
Deadly judgment, a deadly riddle, a diddly defense. A diddly class trial.
Okay. I'm actually gonna have to study these. I'm gonna be
You can
fucking
do it,
this all
Coco.
up. Several days.
The most fun part is that Coco thinks will be of help if she needs to, but I barely remember anything.
Ah, thanks, guys.
I only know one thing.
One thing.
You know that one thing.
Oh yeah, the one thing.
Oh. Okay. I already see I'm wrong about something.
Uh-oh. それは違うよ。
Hmm.
The chicken. The culprit.
Such a handsome chicken. Or, yeah, whatever, handsome chicken. Hmm. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
I just can't remember. I can't remember how the arrows play out.
Oh yeah, I remember. I'm gonna be the most help. Kime. Oh my god. Peanut Gallery.
Like I remember like most of like looking at the clues and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, right, and oh yeah, right. But the arrows, I'm just at a complete loss. Like, what the fuck's with these arrows?
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial, so your votes will determine the results, as
We
if
can
you've
skip
never heard
this.
this before. Yeah, thank you. I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
正体不明の被害者。あれが誰なのかをはっきりさせておく必要がある。
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
死んだのはキリギリッチだ。
Yes,
Dumbass.
hero.
Oh no.
You know what? We're gonna wrap this episode up right here on that beautiful note. Hero had solved the case.
We're done. This is the end of Danganronpa, everybody.
Great game.
Hello, everyone. Coco is here to make a very special announcement. Today is November 4th, which means this is the official kickoff for Extra Life. You probably already know since we have talked about this on the channel, but Extra Life is a fundraising campaign in which, primarily in the month of November, gamers promise to stream a cumulative total of 24 hours. And they do this in order to raise money for the Children's Hospital Network. It's a very good cause. You can check in the description. I will have a link to the official website. But one special thing that we're going to do is that on November 19th, that's a Sunday, starting at 3 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, we will be streaming Danganronpa.